That's better. Hey you guys, welcome to my live. So we have a plethora of things to talk about today, and it is very, very, very intriguing, especially for me. You guys know I like to come on here and I like to speak on the things that's going on in the world, especially involving the Candace Owens and investigating the Charlie Kirk fiasco, um, which was so tragic. And everyone is concerned. Like, what are the answers to this horrible, horrible, and tragic death of Charlie Kirk? And who was in on it, who wasn't in on it, what's the tea? Like, everyone wants to know what happened, and everyone's trying to get to the bottom of it, and especially Candace Owens. She's trying to get to the bottom of it. Now, I'm telling you, over the weekend prior to Monday of early this week, it was absolutely insane looking on like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. So many people were going after Candace Owens because she agreed to meet with Erika Kirk and to have a 4.5 hour, damn near 5 hour conversation with Erika Kirk and her lawyer and other people that was in the room, especially, like, of course, Candace Owens' husband, George Farmer, which he's so fun. And everyone was going after her because it wasn't a public meeting. And, am I back? Can anyone see me? I just got like a phone call. Hello, am I back? Okay, anyways. Going back on the meeting, Candace Owens, she met with Erika Kirk and along. All right. Ugh, I'm back. I just like got interrupted and I had to go and handle something. Anyways, I'm back. Now to recap what I was saying. Um, what I was talking about Candace Owens meeting Erika Kirk, because obviously, like, that was the biggest thing that was happening this week and over the weekend. People were going after Candace Owens over and over and over again, whether it was on Twitter, whether it was on IG, TikTok, it was everywhere. And it really made me mad because she didn't get the she didn't get the chance to go and talk to Erika Kirk before everyone just started to go like, "Oh my gosh, she's compromised. Like, Candace is compromised." I was like, "Damn, you motherfuckers switch like faggots." Can I say that? Like, oh my god, you do. Like, you all switch like f words. Like, that's what you do. It makes me mad. Like, the woman didn't even get to sit down with her or even come out and say anything to you guys before you even just like started to turn on her. It was like, damn, like, no wonder no one wants to speak out, because look what you people do. Like, you people go after like people like Candace Owens who actually investigate, have to imagine the information, getting all this like emails, have to verify everything. It's a lot. Like, I imagine, yes, she puts it out there, Candace Owens, she puts it out there that she's investigating Charlie Kirk's death, and she's doing a damn good job, like more than the FBI has been. Like, transparency, that's what they all like, built this campaign on with Trump being transparent, and there's nothing like that. It's not transparent. Dude, I'm so sick of you people. Like, you people switch up so fast. It angers me. It angers me because, like, this is why no one speaks out. This is exactly why no one speaks out. But she had the meeting with Erika Kirk, and it was, in my opinion, I think there were a lot of questions that were missed when bringing up the meeting that Candace Owens did. I loved the way she came back and she started to play like the Jewish music in the intro of her show. I thought that was really funny and tongue in cheek. Because everyone was calling her like, oh my God, you're going to sell out to the Jews now. It's like, girl, like the woman haven't even like she hasn't even spoken out yet. I don't know, but I would have loved it to be public, honestly, a public recording of Erika Kirk and Candace. It's so funny how Erika Kirk was so happy to go out, Barry Weiss and many other platforms, and basically shade Candace in public and honestly implicate herself in being on the Egyptian plains, even though Candace Owens never said that she was on Egyptian plains. I don't think anyone said that she was on Egyptian plains, but she was like, I'm pregnant. I'm trying to get my In-N-Out burger. Like, what do you mean? No one said that you were on the plains. Candace said that the Egyptian plains were following you and Charlie Kirk, not that you were on there. That's an important question that I wish Candace Owens should have, like, asked her, like, why would you say that? I never said that you were on there, Erika. Like, I never said that you were on the Egyptian plains that apparently, allegedly, comes out of Israel. What? So you say this, but I never said that. See, Erika kind of slipping. I don't know. There's a lot of questions that Candace didn't ask. Like, for instance, Erika Kirk. So this whole time you had Charlie Kirk's phone, and also the FBI didn't take his phone. What? Since when in an investigation, no one takes no one's phone, even the victim's phone, if they like got murdered? I don't understand that. Suspect and victim. We have to know like information about these people, whether or not there was information about, let's say there was a person that's been blackmailed. You need to know these things, right? You would take the victim's phone if they happen to be murdered by the suspect. You would want to take their phone, but Erika Kirk was just sitting right on Charlie Kirk's phone and then publicly saying that he was saying that in his phone there was nothing in his phone that can verify that he was saying that they were going to kill him, never even saying who they were, especially after that crazy Hampton meeting with all these Jewish donors and influencers that were there. But Erika Kirk, she sat right on the phone and was saying one thing, and then in private with Candace Owens, like, wants to disclose that yes, it was true that what Candace Owens was saying, that yes, he was saying that he felt like he was going to be killed. Shady. So shady. And I was talking with my friend about it all, and I just couldn't I couldn't find. I have like my messages and stuff right here on my other device where I can like easily um, refer to things because I forget things. I really do. We was just like discussing like how can no one couldn't want to like record this. No one wanted to like. I wanted to know how was the seating arrangements. Like how was how was Erika's energy? Was she giving like that look that she gives? Stop. Like was she giving like that look? Was Candace like sitting there doe-eyed and asking questions and like this with her notepad? I don't know. To me, I feel like that Candace should have asked the audience, what questions would you guys want us to to ask to Erika to get some answers from, because I think that would have been important, because she also says in another live that she forgot things to even ask, honestly. But like how, the next day after Charlie Kirk was murdered, they paved over that same area that he was killed on. Like Never asked about that. How did Erica like think about that? Like it was so many things that was left out that the public really want to know. But Candace says since now they've had, the conversation, maybe there's room to ask Erica, but I don't know. After the recent episode with Candace Owens and that other guy, I forgot his name. He's like a veteran. Mitch, he's an Army veteran, and he discloses that he saw Erika Kirk, Brian Harpole, and Nevada Congressman Mark Abundai meet at Fort Huachuca in Arizona on September 8th to the 9th, the day before Charlie Kirk assassination. And he says he recognizes them with 99% certainty. So I don't know of any conversations that are going to be met after that interview with that ex-veteran that was just getting all of the intel about what was happening at Fort Hart. How do you say it again? Huachuca, I think that's how you say it. Which that live was insane. Like I was like, when he said the insane blue intense eyes and talking about, the ponytail, especially since we all seen the amfest, the ponytail right after that, the day after that live, it's getting weird. It's getting weird. But see, like, most of the public have been noticing that Erika Kirk is weird. I think you can't fool us, And a lot of these people who are, I guess, are trained at Fort Huachuca, they are trained to be actors and infiltrate, allegedly, There was an alleged story that Candace was told by a couple that, made this gym outside of Fort Huachuca, and that there was a lot of these people that were, from Fort Huachuca, who are like, I guess agents in the military, veterans, whatever the fuck. I don't know. It seems like it's like a hub for agencies for whoever works in the government or for the military, and they were basically using this gym allegedly to infiltrate and use it as a testing ground. It's just a lot. It's a lot, and I believe it. I do believe it. I don't believe a lot of things. I don't believe a lot of things that's fed to me. But for me to have been watching Candace Owens and to leave Daily Wire and to unfold so many things over the years, Black Lives Matter, Brigitte Macron, Kamala Harris, all these things. It's so funny how everyone now, they're like, oh, she's getting paid. She's controlled opposition. She didn't say this. She didn't say this. Oh, control opposition. Oh, it's all a game. It's like, but what was that energy when she was exposing all this other stuff? Where was this energy when she was, not anti-Israel? Where was that energy at when, when she was pro-Israel, but also exposing basic things that was within our society, like BLM, for example, COVID, for example, many things like that. Where was that energy at? But now, since she's getting closer and closer and closer to the truth and exposing these things, now everyone wants to be like, oh, controlled opposition, it's all a game. It's like, oh, if it's a game, then check out. Get the fuck out. No one wants to hear your opinion because your opinion is useless. Nothing you say is interesting, okay? Nothing, like, just calling things controlled opposition or saying everything's a role like that. I think it's so easy to just check the fuck out. Then check the fuck out. I don't want to hear you. I want to listen to Candace Owens. I want to check in. I want to know, is there a false flag that's approaching? I want to know these things because guess what? We are the public. We are basically guinea pigs. We are a part of the Truman Show. Let's be honest, bitch. We are a part of the Truman Show. Don't you think that you will want to know further information about your government? Don't you know you will want to know these things and know that maybe, just maybe, there could be orchestrated and planned events that could happen near you, and you can probably be involved in those, and you never know. You should be looking out. Are these men wearing maroon shirts? Are all these men wearing at the same time white shirts with glasses and hats on? Don't you want to know these things? Are you stupid? You are stupid. I can't stand anyone who came after Candace Owens and meeting up Erika Kirk this week. Like, I hate everyone. I mean everyone who had anything to say, because I just think that you guys are hypocrites and you guys switch like F words. I can't even say like the cigarettes, faggots. Okay, that's what you do. You that's what you switch like, and I can't stand it. I hate it. I can't stand it. I hate everyone, and I'm loving what she's doing, and I love it. It's not only about Charlie Kirk. It's about everything. These people are actors. I'm not saying Candace Owens is an actor. Do I think that Candace Owens is very trusting to, like with Milo Yiannopoulos, Tucker Carlson, who was basically, he claims that he didn't know that his dad was a part of CIA, when we all know that his dad was a part of CIA. Please, even he knows. I don't trust Tucker Carlson. Even Candace Owens on her show, basically, she knows that he was raised by a CIA agent. And apparently he knows people who are CIA agents too that are his friends. So and he's at Amfest and he's talking amongst all these people with Ben Shapiro, Megyn Kelly on the stage at Amfest, and Shabbat Shalom, motherfucking Ben Shapiro's on here coming after all these people in the same room, which is kind of crazy to me, And I don't know. I find it to be so wild. I really do. I find it to be so wild that he can play both sides, But it seems like Candace is very trusting of him, very trusting, and he's like the guy that's the only one that's in, to actually speak against Israel and in the way that is palatable and for everyone to digest, which I don't like. I think that people should go harder, but they won't allow that. They wouldn't allow a Candace Owens or a Nick Fuentes in the room. They wouldn't allow that. I think they even banned Marlon. What's his name? Marlon something? Is he like half black or something like that? They banned him from coming in, and like some Jew was on live saying like, oh my god, look, they didn't allow the Muslims in. So like, hooray. It's like, of course. Like, because Amfest is just, it's just juice. It's Jew slop. That's what it is, okay? And what's insane about this too is just we know that, Charlie Kirk's legacy will forever be Judeo-Christianity. That's what it will be, despite at the end of his life, and despite that his wife claims that she didn't know, or was sitting on his phone and didn't know that he was being targeted or could potentially be murdered. She didn't know these things. That's another question that I think the Candace should have asked that bitch in the meeting that they had earlier this week. Like, you didn't know that your own fucking husband was basically being threatened, and that he was in fear of his life, that he may be murdered. Don't know who. Some people say, oh, it could have been the left that he says, or they want to kill him, or like it could be the donors, it could be this. But I'm pretty sure we all know what it actually was. We can assume. And for me, I sit back and I can't digest or believe that Erika Kirk, a wife, a devout wife, a trad wife, right, who loves her husband and cooks for her husband and is waiting there. He comes home, throw the bag down, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the drawer, like the same shit that she says. Her Jewish husband didn't, like, he came home and he didn't like be like, honey, they want to kill me. He didn't tell her who. He didn't say nothing. Oh no, nothing. Erika Kirk, you're full of shit. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But what I do know, I do believe this. Allegedly, I do think that you were at Fort Huachuca that day on the 8th and 9th before Charlie Kirk's death. I do. I don't think that that veteran that Candace Owens was sitting down with, which she can't verify yet. She can't verify yet if you were there, along with another person that probably is in TPUSA. That was what the security the day of when Charlie Kirk was murdered. We can't verify it yet. You guys were there, but that man can. That man can. He was there. He saw it. He saw you. I believe it. I believe it. We have all kinds of like sites across the country that are military based. You don't think that like it's so far fetched? I don't believe it's far fetched. Fort Knox, for example, we have military bases here. The fuck? You don't think that there's someone in those military bases that are being fucked up for life because they don't want to like do something that what the government wants them to do, or maybe they do and they just say fuck you, bye, we're gonna ruin your life, bye, you know, for years and years and years, and they're just, you know, things like this happens. You know, the movies are predictive programming. It's all predictive programming at the end of the day, when you look through the fine lines. And to see this and to hear that earlier today when I was watching the damn live, I was like, yeah, Charlie Kirk's whole life, well, not whole life, but half of his life was probably groomed, and his life was probably like the Truman Show, and his wife is probably a honeypot plant, just like a lot of these other people. I mean, like, why would Melania Trump be with Trump? Let's be honest. Why would Jared Kushner be with Ivanka Trump? Look at Kash Patel and that Jewish girl that he's with. He's not even looking at any intel of why is the French trying to go after Candace Owens. He's not even looking into what happened on the day of Charlie Kirk's death. The police in Utah, they don't even know where the camera footage of where Tyler Robinson, like they don't even know. But we have so much, what's his name? Luigi Mangione. So much press, so much, we have all kinds of cameras on that motherfucker, you know? But this movie we can't? No? Nothing? Okay. Allegedly, there were multiple prints on the gun that they found that allegedly Tyler Robinson had. Really? Allegedly, the doctor that Andrew Kodak, which is another person that I feel like that and Candace should definitely investigate on, because how you know for one that Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens were going to be targeted way before this? How do you know so much? How you get so much information, Andrew Kodak? Like you're up for the chopping block next. You're up for the chopping block next. They didn't hone in on him because I think that he's an asset. You know? You came out with this thing about, oh, Charlie Kirk's neck is like the Men of Steel, and allegedly no doctor even told you about that. What is going on? I found it to be very interesting. You just never know. Here, even fuck TPUSA. What if there's actors in your building right now of where you work? You don't know. You actually don't know. Do you ever just look around and look at people and just like, are you real? I feel like it's a simulation. I see you all the time. Sometimes you just want to be like, you really wouldn't know. You can be in a military operation right now. Don't even know it. It's scary things, you know, and it's patterns that I'm recognizing by listening that I'm looking out for in my everyday life. Because why not? Why wouldn't you take the information and use it in your everyday life to protect yourself, protect your family? I don't understand people. I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. But all that being said, this week was crazy with all that, and I have to watch another episode of Candace Owens. and see what's happening. And what's so funny too is like TPUSA is also operated in Arizona, and guess what else is operated in Arizona? For Huachuca. What a coincidence! What a coincidence, right? Not to me. Not to me at all. Wow, I would love to be a fly on the wall, honestly, to be in that meeting. Honestly, that's it. That's it for that one. But anyways, we're gonna move on to speaking of Amfest. Can we talk about Vivek Ramaswamy? He announced Nick Fuentes at America Fest, and I feel ashamed for. I used to really like that guy. I really did, but I noticed this that he just goes wherever the wind blows. And I honestly was so in denial about him. I really was. I really thought that he was America first. I really thought that he was for Americans, but he's just a Indian who likes to sit in interviews without shoes. Vivek Ramaswamy, like, you are disgusting. I don't like you. I wouldn't want you to be nowhere near the presidential seat as I used to. I even think Candace has like distanced herself from him. Honestly, like, she doesn't talk about him anymore, really, even though she was really endorsing him. I liked him. I knew he wasn't going to win. I was hoping he would win one day, but I don't think so. Um, I don't like him at all, and I think that I mean, I would think that he does have some America First beliefs for sure, but for who though? Is it for his smelly Indian people? Like, I don't know, or is it for the American people truly? Like, what is it? Because if he's going on a rampage about like Nick Fuentes and talking about, oh, you having a hatred for Jews, having a hatred for Indians, having a hatred for whites, having a hatred for blacks, or whatever like this, because you criticize such races, whatever like that, that, oh, like, you're not America first. You're not America. It's like, no, that's not true. That's not true. So fuck you, Vivek Ramaswamy, you disgusting piece of shit. And I don't like that. I really don't. I don't fuck with that. Anyways, moving on. Thomas Massie, my congressman. I love Thomas Massie. I will be voting for him, even though I think voting is bullshit. But he recently did a video, it was like a day ago, on the Jeffrey Epstein files. There was a Jeffrey Epstein file transparency act that was signed into law. It establishes a December 19th deadline for Attorney General to release the Epstein files. And he did a video on this, and obviously, what is today? Is it the 19th? I think it's the 19th. It is the 19th. The Jeffrey Epstein files came out. Well, some of them, because even he went off on, what was it? I think it was on IG. No, it was on Twitter. He says, a future DOJ could convict the current AG and others because the Epstein Files Transparency Act is not like a congressional subpoena which expires at the end of each Congress. He's not playing. Thomas Massie is one of my favorite people ever. I really like him, and I will forever vote for him as long as I live, or as long as he can sit in Congress, because I think that he is truly America first. Truly America first. And Trump hates him. Trump hates him because he sounds no on everything. If it affects us in any type of way, the American people, and it involves us spending so much money on things that we don't have to, he's like, nope. Nope. No. He tried to oust him back, what, in 2020, I think? 2021, he tried to get him ousted? No. Kentuckians love Thomas Massie. We love him. We love Rand Paul, too. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think she should have stayed in for the fight, honestly, in Congress. But, people see that there's no winning when everyone else is a Zionist. Everyone is for other countries. Like, how can we actually put America first if everyone is on a different path that isn't America first? And, he's been going in on Pam Bondi a lot for not being transparent, and I'm happy, but The Epstein files. There's so many photos that came out. Another newly released updated photograph shows Jeffrey Epstein eating a suspiciously shaped piece of cake. I don't even want to get into that. Honestly, is grotesque. He has an IDF sweatshirt that was found in his closet. He has photos of him, a very young girl seen sitting on Jeffrey Epstein's lap. Insane. It's gross. We already know that they're gross. And then what hurts my heart the most, Michael Jackson was, seen in a photo with Jeffrey Epstein. And this is where I get so angry because I understand there are so many people who have been on the logs and stuff, like Naomi Campbell, for instance, Michael Jackson. Diana Ross was also seen in the photo too that I seen with Bill Clinton, and that also hurt my heart. And Bill Clinton he's standing next to another girl, which I don't know. I can't see her face. I can't really tell if she's like super young or whatever. She's very tall. That hurts my heart, and I don't want to jump to conclusions. I really don't. Because I think Michael Jackson was he wasn't a. He didn't give a fuck about the Jews. He was not for it. Like, they were attacking him left and right, and there was no type of evidence, no evidence at all of him doing anything sexual with any children at all. There was no evidence found in his household, even though the media, which is controlled by the Jews, continuously came after that man and even bankrupt him, which is insane. I wouldn't be surprised, if you have seen any other messages that have came out between Jeffrey Epstein and some, other people that are agents, like Ghislaine Maxwell, for example. A lot of them, they do become friends with a lot of these celebrities and take pictures with them. I even blackmail some, obviously, and probably do implicate them in some kind of like crime, or try to at least. And they will use these things, like show photographs. Like, I think they did one with Trump, like show photographs of like me and us and Trump, like during his campaign, and to ruin him, and the people will like go against him. Not saying that I don't think that Trump probably does like little girls, because I don't know. I don't know with Trump. Seeing the videos with him earlier, like what was it, a month ago, with him and Bill Clinton rubbing each other's and them talking about he went over there to his house and little girls involved. I don't know how old they are. I don't know, they're 18, 20, whatever like that, but they're being sold off. They're being bought. So, and there's messages about that too. I have it right here. There's a message. I don't even know where to get these messages from. I guess it's in the documents. I'm assuming it's in the documents for sure. It came out. It says this: I don't know. Try send someone else. I have a friend, Scout. She sent me some girls today. This is a message apparently from the document. But she asked for 1,000 per girl. I will send you girls now. Maybe someone would be good for Jay. Maybe for, I'm assuming, Jeffrey Epstein. They have the name. It's taken out. She's 18 years old. They put in her height, measurements, weight, and even from the city. And it says from Russia. So, it could be girls that are 18 and up, and some of them may want girls that are younger than that. I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton is into younger looking girls. Maybe Trump was getting with girls that were of age, but they were bought, which is still disgusting, but also they're of age. That's it. When it gets to things like that, I don't know how to feel. I don't know. But these girls are bought in traffic, so that's a crime, right? That's a crime. That's for sure a crime. We don't know anything about what happened with Michael Jackson. There's no photos implicating him being in that. I love Michael Jackson, you guys. I really do. Oh my God, I love Michael Jackson, and it makes me sick. If anything further come out about Michael Jackson being a pervert, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. To be honest, I wouldn't even be surprised. Honestly, everyone. It seems like everyone is just being exposed, and rightfully so. Even the people that you might like. I even seen a photo with Mick Jagger. You know, I think if any of these if photos are out and they're these people are alive, and like I seen one with Diana Ross, Mick Jagger, these people should be implicated. The FBI, CIA, whatever, I don't give a fuck, should, approach these people, investigate them, ask them further questions. What happened that day? Whatever like that. Why aren't they doing this? I don't think they want to. I mean, like, they were saying that it was all a hoax earlier in the beginning of the year, right? Why wouldn't they do this? I would love to know. Diana Ross, she's out here on stage looking beautiful as ever, might I say, and singing her ass off still, but what did you see? Did you see Michael do anything? Or were you guys just like in the club? Like, I'm not saying like in the club partying, but were you guys, you met Jeffrey Epstein, you thought that he was like some regular degular businessman, and he was like, I don't know, high in the stakes in Hollywood, and in the business field, and he was like billionaire. Everyone thought that he was cool, so you just like, got involved in being close with him, being a friend of his. Looking at the photos, it looks like Michael Jackson does not look happy. He don't look happy at all in the photos. And I don't know, Michael Jackson was very like, if he saw something, he was like, and that's what he's giving in the photos. Like, so, I don't know, but if the FBI doesn't care, like, who can we run to? No one. They're releasing these things, but I don't think anything is going to happen further. If the people who are alive in these photos, they should be called in for question. Period. Anyways, I have one last thing that I want to talk about, which is Mark Levin. 6 years ago, I said Trump is our first Jewish president. Trump, it's true. At the White House Hanukkah reception, President Trump praised Miriam Elderson, which she is like a Jewish asset for Israel. Insane. I guess she's endorsed like $250 million in his campaign support and invited her to speak. She recounted discussing a potential third term with Alan Dershowitz, which he is another one who should be called into question. He was very good friends with Jeffrey Epstein, if you know what I mean, who saw it as legally feasible and jokingly offered another $250 million if Trump ran again. And the crowd chanted 4 more years. The man can barely stand, and he can barely, keep his eyes open at, meetings, please. I don't think he can stand another 4 years. That man, he's done. This is why they have Erika Kirk doing the most and basically endorsing J.D. Vance, which is another Peter Thiel piglet. Yeah, it's him being called the first Jewish president. Yeah, because that's all you do. That's all you focus on is Israel, giving them more money over and over and over again. What did we get? You see, our soldiers, they got what? 100. What was it? 1,776 more dollars for a bonus. I've talked to someone that's in the military, army, whatever the fuck you call it. I don't fucking care. And he said it's a great bonus. He likes it. Like, that's the one thing he got right. He's said that federal workers, they can have more time with their family on the holidays for Christmas, the 24th through the 28th. Is it 28th or 25th? I think 28th. Don't know. Don't quote me on that. Okay, I guess that's good, but the economy's still fucked up. I think we are all getting more money for sure, but it's not livable. So, don't know what he wants to do with that. It's not livable. You know, inflation continues to stay right here. Wages continue to stagnate. So, I don't know. This is our first Jewish president. How do we like it? Is it going well? Deportations, are they going well? He's not meeting that benchmark. The millions upon millions of illegals in this country, like, they're still here. Still here. Self-deporting. They're also self-deporting, but guess what? They get to come back if they do that. So great, right? So great. It's so funny. Mark Levin, he's such a great guy, right? He's the same person who says that white people are who are born white, like it's embedded in their DNA to be anti-Semitic, by the way. But Trump, you're an amazing guy. We love you. Insane. That's all I have for today, you guys. Do I even want to look at the comments? Because I just feel like that you guys, like, anyone who comes on here who's new, they are so, like, I can talk about this, but all you want to talk about is, like, me being a gay guy with, like, makeup on. That's it. So, like, should I even look at the comments? I don't even feel like it. Because every time I do, it's stupid. I don't think I want to today. It's not like it hurts me or anything like that. It's just, like, it's repetitive and it's dumb, it's stupid. Can we talk about something that's actually, like, important? If you have actual comments, actually comment after the video ends, and I will look at it and I will answer your questions. But anything else, I'm not even going to deal with it, because I just think it's dumb and it's retarded. Yeah. Anyways, love you guys. Be sure to subscribe, please. I do lives almost, like, I think every week now, once a week. I'm going to start trying to do it twice a week within next year. My birthday's next month, so I'm excited to get the year jump started, honestly. And I think this is a good live. I'm sorry for, like, the interruptions in the beginning of the live. I had to handle some things. My mom was calling me, and we had to talk a little bit. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, be safe out there, and God bless you all.